How do you build intimacy? Intimacy is a closeness, I think, that is closer than just being close. And we're going to go deeper into that. I just wanted to start with that cryptic sentence. So, how do we build intimacy? I was reading a book a few days ago, and no, yesterday actually. And this person mentioned having intercourse with God. And I thought, well, it doesn't get deeper than that. When you have intercourse, man and woman, it doesn't get deeper than that. I mean, you are interlinking, you are exchanging fluids, you are mingling at the deepest level possible. But what leads to intercourse? That's what you want to ask. What leads to intercourse? And so I wrote something, and it went something like, well, intercourse doesn't just happen. Intercourse happens as a result of intimacy. And the intimacy is not built by, oh, I talk to you, you talk to me, we visit, we talk on the phone. And no, it's not just the talking. There's something deeper than that. And that deeper thing is how we perceive one another. When I use the word perceive, I want you to use the word think. How we think of one another, how we perceive each other, what we are hearing when the person is not talking, what we are hearing when the person is talking. We may not be hearing what they're saying, but we are hearing something. So I want you to think about it this way. If you want to build a house, you use material that houses are built with. And if you want to build a car, you use material that cars are built with. However, some people want to build cars with something else. They want to build houses with something else. And they expect those materials they use to keep the structure they built together working. It won't happen. The structure will break apart after a period of time without fail. Let's look at building intimacy. What material do you use to build intimacy? Are there different ways, or are there different kinds of material you can use to build intimacy? Let's explore. Let's start first of all with the dictionary meaning, and I used Google to look up the meaning of the English word intimacy. It means to be closely acquainted. It means private and personal. So when something is private, it's not open to all. It's not everybody. That's intimacy. Everyone does not know about it. Everyone is not there. It's not all free for all. It's just you and that person. Closely acquainted, not just acquainted, but closely acquainted. Now, I looked further and I looked up the etymology. And it says from the Latin intimus, 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 which means in English inmost. Those two words are powerful. You go in and you go the most part you can go into. Intimus in Latin meaning inmost, which is the word intimacy. Then the word grew, another Latin word intimare, Intimare. I'm not sure if that's how to pronounce it. But in English, it means impress. You know, when you impress somebody, you make an impression. Make familiar. That's what it means. So we are going inmost. We are making an impression. Now, when you think of those two words, inmost, impression, it has nothing to do with the words and the questions and all those things. That's not the material to build intimacy. The material you use to build intimacy comes from within you to within them, to within them. So it's how you are thinking, your perception. Then from intimus to intimare in Latin to late Latin intimate. Sorry, intimatus. Intimatus. And that's the word intimate in English. And that started being used in the late 17th century. Then the etymology goes on to give us words that mean intimate or intimacy. Inmost, innermost, deepest, affections, feelings, closely acquainted. Can you hold these things in your hand? No. Can you create it and make it look like, oh, look at, I'm building intimacy with this material? No. It is the state of your mind. It is how you think. Period. That's the only way to build intimacy. How do you think about that person? Not just in a man, girl, boy relationship, but members of your family, other acquaintances. It's not about visiting them all. No. Innermost, when you're visiting, those are external things. When you're talking, those are external things. Or when you're going in, you are building intimacy. So I share this with you to say, go in to your Creator God. Go in, because that will lead to you having the deepest, most intimate of relationships with Him. Go in. I hope this serves you.